So you can spread out. Get as much surface area touching the floor as you can. Spreading your back, dropping your shoulders, maybe dropping your chin. If you have a sigh or a deep exhale that you want to let go of anything that's not needed, do that in your way. And start to come into a slow rhythm with your breath. Inhaling until you're full, and exhaling until you're empty. And let your inhale bring a feeling of space, length, opening. Your exhale, a continual invitation to release. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you. And let's go ahead and stretch arms overhead, reach out long through arms, legs, fingers, toes. And then interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, flex your feet, reaching through the heels of your hands, the heels of your feet. And then release. Bring your right knee to your chest, grab hold of it, hug it in. And then straighten right leg up, holding somewhere behind your leg. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times, both directions. Nice big circles. Bend your knee in. Open your knee out to the right. And then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of the left leg. Release, bend your knee, bring it across. Spinal twist. Exploring each shape. What are you noticing here now? Staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal. Right arm on a high diagonal, letting your fingers and toes reach away from one another. And then release, roll back onto your back, bring both knees in. Take a circle, or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. Then grab hold of just the left knee. Drop the right leg long, squeeze left knee in close. Straighten left leg up, holding somewhere behind your leg. Flex and point your foot. Circle your ankle. Both directions. Bend your knee in, open your knee out to the left, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of the right leg. Release, bend your knee, bring it across, spinal twist. First with a bent knee. And then try straightening left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal. Release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in, circle or rock. Drop your feet to the floor. Let's get set up for some core work. Draw the belly in, press the lower back down from the inside. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Exhale, lift head and chest up. Inhale, release down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. 2 more like this. Last one. Send the right leg up. Exhale, head up towards your leg. Inhale, head down. Keep going. One more. Switch, left leg high. Exhale, head up. Inhale, head down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. 2 more. Last one. Switch again, right leg high. This time, take your left arm across. Each time you exhale, reach a little further across. One more. Switch, left leg high, right arm across. One more. Release. Stretch long through arms and legs, fingers and toes. Bring your knees in. And then roll your way up to sitting, or make your way up to sitting. Let's come on to hands and knees, tabletop. If you'd like to pad your knees, you might grab a blanket or cushion. Hands right under shoulders, fingers spread wide, knees under hips. Push up away from the floor, lifting the underside. And then inhale, lift, head and tailbone arching, opening the front side. Round, opening the back side. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now, inhale, arch. Shift your weight forward, bend your elbows straight back, dip part way or all the way to the floor. Push up from there, round. Arch. Go forward to dip down. If going all the way down is too much, just do what you can. Maybe it's 1 inch. Push up from there, round. Arch. Dip down. Press up. Round. Arch. One more time. Dip down. Press up. Round and sink back to child's pose. Releasing. Hips to the heels. Forehead to the floor. Letting go. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and then pull back through your right hip. Stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. Back to center. Let's lift up through table and into down dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, and take your time opening into this first down dog. You might pedal out your feet a little bit. Doing your best, given what you understand, what you've learned, what you know about your body, about alignment, this shape. And then really welcoming how it is, whatever sensation, whatever experience is being stirred up by this pose. Let's walk hands and feet towards one another. Hang in ragdoll. So you might bend your knees quite a bit. You can choose from lots of different arm positions. We're customizing each thing so it works for this body, this moment. And then what are you feeling? What are you noticing here? Now. Bend your knees a little more, slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Coming into tall standing position, feet can be together or apart, shoulders back, strong core. You can bring hands together at the heart. And if you like, you might call to mind an intention, could be a word or phrase or feeling. Let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Inhale. Arms sweep high. Exhale. Fold. Lengthen. Step or hop back. Lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog when you're ready. Let's take 5 deep breaths for the purpose of resting, recentering. Choose the shape that allows you to come back to a slow, steady rhythm with your breath, to a feeling of ease in your body. One more deep breath in and out. step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Fold. Lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. This time from down dog, take your right leg up. Bend your knee to your chest. Start circling this bent right knee. Make it the biggest circle you can. Reach this leg a little straighter, higher. Bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Arms up. Sink low. Grab the left wrist, take it over. Same thing, other side. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind the back. Lift the chest. Release arms up. Tip forward, standing splits. You might use blocks, you might bend your supporting leg a bit more, and you're just reaching that back leg as straight and long and high as it'll go. It doesn't need to be anywhere except where it is. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Last breath. Make your way to down dog. Do it your way. Maybe a vinyasa, maybe just stepping back. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee and start circling. This bent left knee. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher, and then bring your left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Let's grab the right wrist, take it over, side bend. Same thing, other side. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back. Arms up. Tip forward. Standing split. Square off hips. Stretch that right leg long. Last breath. Big step back. Warrior one. One more breath. Release. Find your way back to a good resting pose. Whether that's down dog, child's pose, sitting, something else. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog. Step or hop your feet forward, inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take just the right arm up as we inhale. Bring it over to a side bend, a big reach like a yawn. Reach a little further out to come up, release down, same thing other side. Reach a little further out to come up. Release down, interlace fingers. Press out through the palms. Take your arms up by your ears, shoulders drop, but arms reach straight. And then rise up onto your toes. Little balance. Could be on the toes, could be just slightly lifting the heels or bring them all the way up. Can you soften your eyes? Soften your jaw. Begin to fold forward, trying to stay in balance. Bring your hands to your legs wherever they meet. Could be the upper legs, could be lower. Last breath here. Release. Drop your hands, drop your heels. Drop your head, let that go. Bend the knees. Come into chair, Utkatasana. We might do these poses in a certain way and then gain some insight and do them slightly differently. So be willing to apply everything you know now, which might be different than the last time you did chair. So feeling inside this pose for how it is now. Last breath here. Release, fold forward. Lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Big step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three, shift forward, find your balance. So you get to choose how you do each pose, if you do each pose. Inside of whatever you're choosing, What are you noticing? Big step back. Warrior one. Release through your movement transition. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Big step forward, high lunge, arms up. Warrior three. Step back. Warrior one. Release. Find your way back to a good rest. Letting go of everything we've done, everything we might do. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog. Step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Chair. Straighten. Again. Inhale, chair. Fold. Lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Big step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three. From warrior three, rise up to standing. Bring your left knee to your chest. Find your balance here. Right arm can be out or hand to your hip. You're welcome to move to a wall. You can stay holding the knee, or you might grab your big toe, possibly straightening a little or a lot. Nowhere to get except your edge. Let's open the left leg out to the left, just at a slight angle, so the torso is still square to the front. Bring it back to the front, opposite hand to the outside of the knee or the outside of the foot for a twist. Roll open through the left shoulder, extend back through the left arm. Stand tall. Last breath here. Gaze forward, release with the front hand, catch with the back hand, King Dancer, Natarajasana. You're welcome to modify or adjust this so it works for you. You might kick your foot into your hand. You might tip forward a little bit, but really go up, head, chest, fingers, toes. step back. High lunge. Find your way to down dog. Do it your way. From down dog, just taking one thing at a time. This is enough, just being here, feeling this. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up, feeling this. Big step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3. Rise up to standing. Bring your right knee to your chest. Take your time settling in. Similar to what you did on the first side, so you can stay with a bent knee, or you can grab the big toe. Doing your best, going towards what you know to go towards, meeting your limits. And then how much ease can you bring to that experience? Open the right leg out to the right, just at a slight angle. Bring it back to the front, opposite hand to the outside of the knee or the outside of the foot. Last breath here. Gaze forward, release with the front hand, catch with the back hand, King Dancer, Natarajasana. Release, step back. Make your way back to a good rest, letting go of all of that. How quickly can you return to presence and ease? Ideally, we stay there, but inevitably we're going to depart. How quickly can you return? Let's come back through down dog and into a pigeon pose, right side. Slide the right knee forward, scoot back through the left leg, help the hips get as low as they'll go. You may want to try using some props or find some support under your hip or chest or forehead. Let's bring the upper body back up. If you have anything that's under the hip in your way, move it so you can lean to the right, slide the left knee forward, flip the knees to the other side of the mat, and then send the right leg back. And you may want to adjust the angle of the front leg. You may want to set up some support for yourself. Carefully coming into the pose. So much of this practice, we are overriding the natural inclination towards, what is that called? Words. When you're driving, you know what I mean, default, the autopilot, thank you. My goodness. Autopilot, yes. We think we know pigeon because we've done it so many times before, most of us. So how do we continue to be in the curiosity of how is it now? It really is different than it potentially ever was. Nothing wrong with autopilot. It is a wonderful feature, but let's use it when it's useful and not have it be all the time. Can we be awake and curious when we want to be? To release, let's bring the upper body back up. Can move anything out of your way. Let's bring the right leg on top of the left for Gomukhasana, cow face pose. So trying to get knee on top of knee. You can kind of scooch the ankles out to the sides or back by your hips. If this is super tight, there's a few ways you might make it less tight. You could sit up on something, blanket, block, cushion. You could straighten the bottom leg or both. For most of us in this pose, the right hip's going to be a little lighter, so we're going to try and drop that down, ground it. You can bring your left elbow to the outside of the right knee, helping to ground it. Right hand into a fist, ground it more. And then use that to lengthen and rotate. So a lot going on. Let's keep both sit bones grounded as we release the upper body to the front. And then bring your right elbow on top of the left. Eagle arms. Put some pressure between the elbows like you're trying to pull them apart. Spreading the upper back. Wide, long torso. Release, interlace fingers behind your back. Roll the shoulders back and down. Open up the heart. You can stay upright or maybe fold over your legs. Maybe lift the arms up and back. Release. Unwind, switch, and take your time getting into the second side, scooching knee on top of knee as best you can, maybe adding support if that's useful. Right elbow across, left hand into a fist, pressing down, rolling open. Keeping sit bones grounded, bring upper body around to the front, left elbow on top. Pressure between the elbows, spreading. Release, interlace behind the back, maybe the other thumb on top, the non-dominant way. Lift the heart, stay here, or fold. Release, lean back, unwind. Take a little windshield wiper side to side. As you're on one hip, you might rub that hip into the floor. Let's come onto our backs. Bring your knees in. Maybe a little circle or rock. Drop your feet to the floor. Bridge. Press your feet down. Lift your hips high. Once hips are high enough, interlace your fingers behind your back. Shrug your shoulders underneath you. Spreading upper back and lower back away from one another. When the pose feels complete, take your arms out of your way, roll down. If you feel like coming up again, come up again. Any back bend. If you're done with your back bends, what now? What counter stretch might feel good? So we are moving towards the end of this practice. This would be a great time to practice asking, what do I need? What do I want? Is there a part of your body that is needing something? Is there a pose we didn't get to that you would enjoy? And what if there were no right or wrong way to do it? What if you knew everything you needed to know to take care of yourself and you could really just trust your instincts? What would you do? Each time you finish, you can practice asking again, what now? And when nothing is needed, go ahead and start getting comfortable in your final resting pose. And there's no right timing. You can do that now. You might be there already. You can keep taking the time you need for whatever you are doing. When you are ready to settle, whether that's now or you already did it or later, get yourself as comfortable as you can. You can care for yourself like you would a loved one. And this process of letting go is a practice. We're each getting better at it, maybe through practice. Let go as much as you can of everything you can let go of. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, move your wrists and ankles. Take a big stretch out. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And use your hands to help you up to sitting. Bring hands together at the heart. Just taking a moment to reconnect with your intention, or perhaps there's a new one for this moment. Maybe finding a little gratitude for the ways in which it's already here. Namaste. Thank you.